Contingency fee is dramatically different. It really, in my view, is really a great instrument to level the playing field and allow equal access to justice for people that might not be in a financial position to fund the litigation, the expense of litigation, which can be cost prohibitive. Just to recap briefly, a contingency fee is an alternative way of paying lawyers for their services. That's something we've talked about in other videos, and there's lots of information on that on our website as well. Traditionally, people think about lawyers billing by the hour and asking for money upfront for expenses and lawyers' time, and then asking for replenishment. In a contingency fee retainer agreement, the lawyer typically doesn't ask for any money upfront, doesn't ask for any money with respect to the hours or time spent on your case. And similarly, most contingency fee lawyers don't ask for any money for any of the expenses associated with advancing your case. Typical expenses include filing fees at the courthouse, production of documents, so the reproduction or obtaining of documents from records custodians, whether it's a hospital, doctor, employer, and depositions and transcripts and experts, etc. So there could be a lot of costs as well, in addition to just lawyers' fees. What the contingency fee retainer allows is a client to hire a lawyer of their choosing, not have to worry about advancing any of these costs up front. At the end of the case, if the case is successful, because the fee is contingent upon the result, if the case is successful in terms of the lawyer obtaining a resolution for you, a money damages resolution, then the lawyer would earn a fee based on the percentage or a percentage on the recovery. We could have a whole video on just the value of contingency fees and how those do level the playing field. But most people think about a contingency fee agreement solely in the context of personal injury, because that's really where it first started and where it really developed. Sometimes these are referred to as no win, no fee, or no upfront fees, pay at the conclusion. Really what they're all referring to is a contingency fee retainer agreement. What people might not realize is that there are other types of law where a contingency fee might also be a good alternative to the traditional way of paying lawyers. So at our firm, we emphasize personal injury litigation. That's our biggest practice area. But we really are civil litigators, meaning we can litigate any civil disputes. We typically act on behalf of plaintiffs. That means parties advancing the case. If you think of a litigation, there's somebody suing and then somebody defending. So we act for the party that claims that they have been wronged in some way and are seeking a civil remedy, money damages. Most often that's personal injury, but it can also come in the form of contract disputes, breach of contracts. So if somebody promised something and they didn't deliver, there may be litigation. Similarly, financial loss from a product. So for instance, if a building condo association hired a contractor to replace windows and that work was done defectively, or they didn't meet the standards that were expected and what the association had bargained for. Those are disputes for money damages because of some defective product or defective workmanship or breach of warranty or breach of contract. Although most lawyers don't do those on contingency fees, it really is, in my view, a good area of law for contingency fee agreements because it allows the interest of the lawyer and the client to kind of align with respect to seeking a resolution, trying to get a good resolution. The problem, in my view, with the traditional pay by the hour arrangement is that the lawyer is being paid by the hour. Sometimes there's not enough emphasis on resolution or conclusion of a case. I think a lawyer working on a contingency fee agreement has a much stronger motivation to try to push the case, advance the case, get the best possible result for their client, whether that's by way of settlement or trial. If you have a commercial dispute or some sort of dispute for money damages where you are seeking compensation from another party, consider the possibility of a contingency fee agreement. You can reach out to us. We look at cases on a case-by-case basis for contingency fee, obviously, because not only are we investing our time, very often we're investing money in the case. by advancing all of the expenses. If you think you have a viable claim and you may have been wronged in some way, you're concerned about the expense of hiring a lawyer by the hour and you're just not sure if it's worth it, feel free to reach out to us. We're always happy to explore opportunities to assist people with claims with merit, claims that are viable, and work with individuals or companies so that they can get the best representation without having to go out of pocket at the outset. If you call us and it's a case that we think we can assist with, you can have a consultation with one of our lawyers. There's no obligation. Our consultations are free. It will give you an opportunity to explore the circumstances of your particular case with a lawyer. And if it's something we can assist with, we're at least happy to have that conversation with you.